Hello everyone. In this video, you will learn about reporter speech. Let's look at this. I teach in LKCSS how to change this dialogue into an indirect speech. To change it into an indirect speech, you need to write, Mr. Lam says that he teaches in LKCSS. So what are changed? So the first thing that is changed is the subject of the sentence. Who sets this dialogue? Mr. Lam. So, Mr. Lam says that. Now, the pronoun is also changed because the I in the direct speech reverts to Mr. Lam. So now, when the subject is changed to Mr. Lam, you need to change it into he. And finally, the verb. Pay attention to agreement. So the whole sentence is, Mr. Lam says that he teaches in LKCSS. How about this one? I always eat ice cream, but I said this dialogue yesterday. So when we change it into indirect speech, we need to change the tense as well. So this time, the reported speech would be, Mr. Lam said that he always ate ice cream. What are changed this time? The first thing that is changed is the tense. Mr. Lam said that. Again, the subject, we need to mention who said this dialogue. So Mr. Lam said this dialogue. So Mr. Lam is the subject. And again, the pronoun is changed because the I in the direct speech is actually Mr. Lam. So we need to change the pronoun into he. And then, because the tense has been changed into past tense, so the verb here, we need to change it into past tense as well. In fact, we usually change the tense in reported speech because we always report speeches in the past. Let's look at the table here. When the direct speech is in present simple, then we need to change it into past simple in reported speech. If the tense is present continuous in direct speech, then in reported speech, we need to use past continuous. If the tense is present perfect in direct speech, then we need to change it into past perfect in reported speech, and so on. So remember to change the tenses in reported speeches. Other than tenses, other words related to time and places or locations are always changed in reported speeches. For example, now in direct speech has to be changed into then. Here in direct speech, we need to change it into there. For this, then we need to change it to that. For go, we need to change it into previously or before. So 2 weeks ago in direct speech has to be changed into 2 weeks previously or 2 weeks before. Now let's look at this exercise. The first one, I'm going to France next week. So he said that he was going to, present continuous has to be changed into past continuous. Next week, we need to change it into the following week. The next one, they haven't spoken to their parents for 6 years. She said that they hadn't spoken, so present perfect has to be changed into past perfect, to their parents for 6 years. Number 3, Sue doesn't want to go out with me. He said that Sue didn't want to, present tense has to be changed to past tense, to go with who? So the me here is actually the speaker, so to go with him. Number 4, you will have to be here at 3 o'clock this afternoon. She told me that I would have to be, so the will here, we need to use past tense, so would have to be there. Here has to be changed to there at 3 o'clock that afternoon. So the word this has to be changed to that. The last one, I moved into my flat 3 years ago. I said that I had moved. So past tense has to be changed to past perfect. Into my flat 3 years before or previously. So when you pay attention to the tense and the words related to time and places or locations, change the words, change the tenses, then you can do reported speech perfectly. This is the end of this video. Thank you.